what language means. I really don't care what his position is based upon his political motive.
Tell everybody how much you love A10 News Media Group.
A10 News Media Group. I love them because they got the message to sports Negro up in California for burning them jockeys from under the bridge and sending them to Flint because nobody recognizes the dark man no more. They rather to burn them out and talk about NRA, Negro raggedy ass, and you ain't getting no.
Yes, I had a cocktail.
Good morning, family. Y'all know who I'm waiting on. I tried to wait as long as I could for it before I went live and stuff. But it's Winters. This is why we late. I was here. But good morning to you. What's up, no name? Francine Johnson, Little Mama, Reginald Davis, morning to you. I ain't going. Good morning to you from Flint back to Philly. Teresa, good morning to you. Asaya Aquil, a.k.a. Mama Aquil, good morning. Abundant Faith, good morning to you. What is it? Nakia Harris, good morning to you. Georgia Boy, top of the morning to you. Okay. Emily, I don't want to mess that up. Good morning to you. Good morning to Yo, Tony Barber, good morning to you. Tasha Lynn, good morning to you. Miss Beverly Biggs, good morning to you. I hope y'all got a... Yeah, I already been there. That's what I was already there. Meat Freaks Barbecue, good morning to you. Denise, good morning to you. Give a shout out to, I don't give a shout out to Audrey F. Young Muhammad. Okay, that's what it do. Michelle Young, good morning to you. James Cocker, good morning to you. Lil Mama, morning. Sandra Nichols, good morning. Martin, good morning to you. Jasper Burke. 704 Charlotte Bomb News and Sports, good morning to you. Otis Johnson, top of the morning to you. Carolyn Hendricks, good morning to you. It sure do. Marcia A. Tarver, morning to you. No, man, listen, I'll be miserable when I miss it. I'll be straight up miserable. If I miss me going, it'd be straight up miserable, man. You know, health as well. I know I ain't been tapping in with you, but no, I've been going, listen, man. That's going to also keep us here on this planet. You know, a lot of people might miss that part. You know, LaWanna Terry, good morning to you. Tia Harris, good morning. Floyd Turner, good morning. Sarah P., morning to you. Jazzy Melody, Miss K. Smith, morning to you. Is this what we doing? And is... Two P's in a podcast with Tyra and Miss and morning to you. Yeah, the Washington Commanders put that thing down, but you know what Detroit and the University of Michigan did. Who won the game between Michigan and Michigan State out in Washington?
Michigan!
Why would you just come right up in here and mess with things that was already
Go and talk to the people. Go ahead. We're going to have a good day. It's Monday.
Nah, you're going to get cussed out today. Super late.
Monday.
I can't believe late as you is. Y'all see, that's why it's a must that I gotta make this money because how this thing going right now.
You gonna fire me too? Let me go.
Nah, it's no, really is.
Amicably split.
You're a damn lie. You guys getting let go. That's the amicably on it. You got, boy. If you don't come in here and see this morning, I got nothing but love for everybody. You keep that mess over there. Hey, but y'all know what I saw? You know what I watched this morning?
My mama said Michigan won.
That's what I know.
What's
I
up,
ain't seen my
James?
cousin.
2
No,
P's
fiery, baby. Talk to me. Unapologetic. Good morning to you. Francine Johnson. Good morning, James. I see James on there. Good morning. Carol Marshall. Good morning to you. That's AKA. That's Winter's mama.
AKA Winter's mama. Yeah.
Just saying. Michelle Smith. Good morning to you. That's Miss Ann. It's Miss Spring Heron. Good morning to you. Nah, you know what? You know who show message I watched this morning? I got to give a shout out. Sofa King, good morning to you. I got to give a shout out to Eleanor Wicker Ain't that AKA Mama Wick in the building?
Yeah.
And I gotta give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Marshall. Good morning.
The other
to y'all.
Mr. and Mrs. Marshall.
Facts.
Yo, Mr. and Mrs. Marshall.
Facts. You know, I gotta give a shout out to them. But my good brother Bilal, I know he tapping in. I watched Montez this morning.
No, use a lot.
Yes, I did.
I couldn't watch Once Was.
I watched this stuff this morning while I was at the gym. I actually watched it while I was going through my routine.
Okay, as I'm sharing, give me the update, please. No, thank you. That was quick.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. He reworded. Now he's saying he ain't taking credit for bringing Lear here.
Oh, we finally we didn't figure that out. How did he watch the chamber video when we was down there with the man who bought Lear? He bought Lear.
But I tell you, but it was something strange that he did. Now he did, but you know what? I didn't probably get to watching. Now he wasn't too favorable of certain people on there.
The only question I got is who brought him back out? Weaver and Neely. Who was he talking about?
He
disposed of.
He talked about Art. He talked about Tanya. He talked about Weaver. Man, listen, when he
for real?
Oh yeah, he went in, but I noticed he didn't say nothing
about Neely.
Yeah.
So you always got to ask that question.
He brought up Kildy.
Okay, he kind of walking on thin ice now.
He brought up Kildy because now he's saying he ain't take no money. He ain't take no money from nobody. He brought up Charles Winfrey. He brought up Roger Stanley. Yeah, he he just put a target on his back walking around now? Man, listen, when he brought some stuff up, he brought up Rizzo. He talked about that. When I tell you that brother was, I don't know how much truths was in there. Mm-hmm. And I try to give at least benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? But he tried to paint it like, I don't knock what he's saying, but he's saying he was God sent, you know what I'm saying? Basically God used him he the one that got on the count, to talk about. Now he brought up Mays too, but it wasn't no disrespectful, but he was saying with people, he was the only one really that was against switching to the water. But he definitely went in on the Weaver administration. He talked about, Ashley Capital. You know what I'm saying?
He bought them here?
Hey, no, okay. He got a different tune. Now what he going with, he's saying he the one brought automotives back, bringing the shop.
Oh, Lord, he didn't help Obama save the big three. Lord
he basically
Jesus.
saying that's what when he talked
Lord.
about the chambers. He was like, he talked, like I said, when he was in there, he said he the one when he got to go to he said something about, what's his name? That was Scott Kincaid. But he was.
I'm not gonna say everything that he say be a lie.
No, like I said,
I'm not gonna say that on the brother.
It was very interesting. Good morning, Justin Alice. It was interesting with Montez. Ties my T from the D. What up, fam? Merck 76. Good morning to you. Rhonda Akins. Good morning to you. Karen Malone. Good morning. Michael Cooley. Morning to you. And Donnell Meredith. Good morning to you.
I know Donnell Doomas.
I didn't want to miss nobody. Nobody. And the Maxters in the building.
Good morning,
and we got Dr. P has joined us.
Hey, everybody.
Tom Padroni for people
who know who that is.
And RJ Cat in the building. I see JWC in the building. And Salty Chef, what up?
Good morning.
And he's running he's claimed he felt like he got cheated out of his seat.
Whose seat? Jerry's seat.
He said it was a conspiracy. He said everybody that didn't go with the program got beat out their seat. He even called out Snyder. Like I said, it was, Donnell Doomas in the building.
Derek, the only Doomas I like.
Yes, Wanda Smith, good morning to you.
They go to Bad Girl at 18. Hey, Teresa, that's hey to my sister.
But what Miss Gladys Williams in the building, good morning. Now, you may be right, some of that, but to me it was like, but I didn't hear him say nothing about the Neely administration.
Well, that's the question.
I didn't hear him say nothing about the state rep. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, okay, but guess what he was mad about? Because the council people ain't showing up to council.
Really?
He's saying that, the third ward is being cheated out there.
So that's what he gonna use against Jerry.
And I said, this guy here. When I watched it, and that's when I was like, you know what? I was listening.
James said he talked about this administration.
I missed it. I watched it, James. Unless I missed it, I missed something. I gotta go back and watch it. Like I said, I didn't see the last, and I can go pull up where I was at. I didn't see the last.
Didn't he do 2 lives though?
I just watched the one. I
I
watched the one
think
when he was sitting at.
He did a small mini series this
I
weekend.
saw when he was sitting at it seemed like he was at home or something. I could be wrong. That's the one I watched.
I didn't have that much energy.
I was.
James said it was the Saturday live.
Was that the one he was sitting in the house?
I don't know.
That's the one I saw. I just saw it last night. Matter of fact, I go pull it up.
Did you put this in the group chat?
Yeah, I was putting it. I don't know if I put it in yours.
Okay, now I got that.
Yeah, I was watching it. Cause I went and I was like, he was saying about they can come do their work, they need to come pick. You know what I'm saying? That's what I didn't understand.
I want to Flint caskets.
But you know, if he did, I missed it. You know what I'm saying? If he did talk about this administration, I missed it. You know, I'll be man enough to say I missed it. That's the one I watched. Hold on, I'm going back on this page right now because I'm make sure I did it right. Yeah, that's the one. Let me see which one. Yeah, 18 hours ago. That's the one I watched. It was 18 hours ago. I didn't watch Saturdays. One day ago when he was in his truck. I watched yesterday's.
So you watched part 2?
Yeah.
You didn't see part 1?
Yeah, I didn't see part 1.
Oh, you gotta go watch part 1.
You know what I'm saying?
Let us know.
Yeah, no, that you know what I'm saying. I watched it. Yeah, I like, you know what I'm saying. He went in like some of the stuff he was saying. Then he was like, you know, as far as when he went down to DC, I just like to me it's like when you read the book.
Mm-hmm.
When you read the book.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing, I'm straight. When you read the book, that Jordan Sheraton book, man, that did enough. You know, to me, it's just like, I mean, he like some stuff he was saying, man, was true. I gotta admit it. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't experience it. You know what I'm saying? How he say how people be with people, be attacking people. That you know what I'm saying? That I did agree with him. Like I didn't have to go against on some of the stuff on with the Ashley Capital. I did agree with that when he talked about how we was against it at 1 minute, now people for it. I did agree.
Drag Quincy and Liddell for a damn year.
And I did agree with him with this. Like
for them to flip?
Nah, some stuff that he was saying. Yeah, like he did say how people was giving Quincy praise, but they act like they forgot they was dogging him out.
Yeah.
Now that part, I did agree with. I did
that part. Don't do it when they gone.
Yeah,
don't do it when they gone.
I did agree with Montez on that. Like I said, it was truths in it.
Mm-hmm.
You had to watch it. You could pick the truths out. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know some of the actors that he was talking about.
Right.
So I understood it. I was like, some of that stuff I didn't have to go back and be like, no, it did make sense. Like some of the stuff he was saying, I was like, damn, you know, that is some truth. Because you seeing how what's going on, like how he was saying certain things are a distraction. But, and then he was trying to act like this council never got, it was this bad. But he didn't, you know, but then he was saying, you know, he had, you could tell it was a lot of personal stuff that he had. It was a lot of, and he was saying, like, trying to make it like it wasn't emotions, but when you in the, you know, whoever you got beef with, it's going to be back and forth. There's going to be emotions in that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it was some truths in it. And then he put his spin on it, you know, from how he's seeing it, you know. So it's like, when I watched it, I was like, damn, like, okay, that's some truth there. But when you seen the split, and my thing was, it seemed like everybody wanted to put on that savior complex, like they was really finna save Flint. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it was like how people were together, how they fell out. Like some of that, I didn't see how it was. I was like, damn, okay.
Everybody got a hidden agenda.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Lasagna Larry. Like, good morning, Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney. Like some of it, when I was watching it, I was like, it did make sense. It did. It's like when you see, like, I really think like the residents has been.
I got you, Miss Gladys. I'm gonna call you after the show.
I feel like the residents have been hustled. That's why I really feel like got cheated out this whole thing. Been the residents.
And that's
Damien, good morning to you.
We've been saying that like the whole time. Like the only people that's losing is the residents. Like what y'all forgot what y'all here for.
Yeah, like on some of that I did agree with him on certain things. When you saying hot stuff, the other stuff I don't know about. But like I say, some of the things he was bringing up, I could agree with it. It was truth in some of the stuff, but to act like, he wasn't just targeting Mays. But did he say something about the council person in the second ward? Because my thing is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you can only see fault in like one or two on there, you being naive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be looking at the whole what's the name? Because at the end of the day, he wouldn't vote. And I do get it when he said about him, and you know what I'm saying, as far as how the news, how they slander you. But we all know that how the media, whoever control, you know what I'm saying, how they'll put you out there. But I think with him acting like that council wasn't poisonous. Yeah, it was. The council he was on was poisonous. You know what I'm saying? Jay Williams, good morning to you.
Yeah, Justin, but it was how Ashley Capital moved in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like and I feel you because we can't blame them for being businessmen. Business people. We say that all the time. But still, it was save the park. Save the park. I mean, they was damn near about to have a protest. Right. Save the park. We going up to the park. Save the park. Oh, it's a good idea. The fuck we miss? What did we miss?
Cheryl Hart, good morning. Deborah O'Neill, good morning.
That's all I want. What did we miss? Right. Right, Corizon. Facts.
But see, that was
no thing. Vaseline.
Even with he brought up AC Dumas, even with that, when you go look at it like Fires, okay, you brought him on the show. But
who?
AC brought him on his show.
Oh.
I mean, he did this interview first time. All I'm saying is,
they did have a protest, but that's Miss Eunice.
Yeah.
She knows some shit.
Nancy Adams, good morning to you. And that's the thing. See, they be having so many different fights. Like I say, today's fights be tomorrow friends.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You don't be knowing, but it's like when you look at some of the stuff that he's saying, like I can agree with it, maybe not 100% on like how I didn't agree with, like I say, maybe 35% on some of the stuff he was talking about. I was like, okay, I understood that. With me, I looked at it with the Ashley Capital thing. Okay, you rolled Quincy about the lawnmower. We rolled Adele Lewis about the candy. You know, allegedly Judy with getting her kitchen. Now remember, all this was being threw out there. Right. It's just today, it's like it's different.
Painted them as such the bad people. Yeah. They wanted to come in and take the land that was down there in St. John, and that's all we got down there. That's all we have. Everything that they have fought about still has got given away.
Right. And it's like they
Quincy fought for that. What was that? St. John Park? Is that Oak Park?
Oak Park, yeah, the Oak Park.
Go.
Yeah, but it got an acre.
They got you know what? And you know that bullshit they said? Like I said last week, when I heard that man say that, no disrespect, because Mr. McFadden, something is better than nothing. I said, yep, well, bingo.
Yeah.
Heard it all before.
But to me, it's just like, and like I say, I do agree with that brother when he did say fires people, saying how they honoring the late councilman. But them the same ones who was honoring the late Eric Mays. All of a sudden, he became the darling of the city. Like, you know, that right there, when you know really what it is. But to me, it's just like that. I did agree with him on that. Like, why, if you knew you was having beef? So I ain't going to sit up here when a person can been and die that I dislike. I'm not going to get up in here and be lying like a motherfucker saying, oh, yeah, he was a good person. He was this. Really? That motherfucker wasn't in shit in life. And whatever he was, you know, whatever it is after this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up there and go say, see, these would be the same people, God forbid, something be happening to, like, say, a senator or a president. You can go ask some other people about, like, how we honor our presidents, but go ask the Indians how they feel. Go ask these people when you go and stand in the Congo how they feel about King Leopold. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But people don't understand that. Like, how are people going? It's going to be people. Believe me, it's going to be dignitaries. Just say, God forbid something happened to Snyder. Is he going to be held? Is he going to be looked down upon? How he did, as far as the residents, got the city of Flint got did.
No.
See, people will go back. Oh, this was a great person. That's why when Strom Thurmond died, when you saw people speaking up, and people want to throw that out. Oh, he was racist. The congressman. You know what I'm saying? With certain senators in this, you know what I'm saying, was trying to justify, and they know Strom Thurmond was racist in his day. But we'll put all that to the side. Oh, honor this person. And that's why I'll be like, you see the BS that's going on, people find. And to me, that's like, you can tell the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? If, I ain't saying you can say, rest his soul, but far as all that, oh, this person was great when they was dead. You weren't saying that when they was alive. That's why I look at them as hypocrites with Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, none of them people rolling with King when he went against, you know what I'm saying? It's like you see it. You know what I'm saying? It's
And
like
he was like, you telling the truth.
Yeah, no, that's how
they
you
don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's how you'll get in trouble. That's how you can see the mayor can sit around here and say the water good. That's how you can see all this going on, but don't nobody looking at the real problem. That's just like saying bringing these jobs here. And this what I didn't hear out of Montez is the residents of Flint gonna be qualified to work these jobs that they bring in?
No.
That's the
Our
thing.
councilman told us that. He was like, you think about it. That nano place got 150, allegedly, according to what we've been told, engineering jobs. I mean, how many engineers sitting around Flint, Mickey, waiting for something to pop up? These kids is gone.
And that's what I'm saying. At least
they gonna be riding up here from Detroit and Bay City, Midland.
The stigma that he said kind of threw me off when he was like, Flint was made off of uneducated, for trying to say when the people came from the South. He got in his mind.
Very educated people.
He think a lot of the people that came up from the South are not educated.
Everybody didn't work in the shop.
And let's just go with this, what I think Montez, and that's how, Keisha, Denise, good morning to you. This is where, Kenneth, good morning to you. This where, to me, he tried to downplay the people. No, there might have been our great-grandparents and grandparents that came up here that weren't educated. That wasn't our parents. Remember, they said they was on hell of an education for their kids. The school system was set up for you to graduate and can be able to go into General Motors where you can take tool. Like I told you, I had tool and die at Northern. See, you know what I'm saying? Auto mechanics, like they had that in the high school.
Yeah.
Our parents, and then with us, we could go over there and work for that. To me, it's like he don't understand, like his thinking is so bad. It's so backwards thinking. He not understanding Laird-um. Laird-um ain't how the plants was back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He keep thinking that these plants is
workers.
It's not the
aren't like they were back in the day. I never want to be in another management position.
Right. It's computers in there. He not understanding technology. So are the people that they finna hire gonna be? Oh, they gonna bring a working force in who can do this job, and that's where as they're called
really, Mickey Lear. If I could take a guess, it's probably 50-50 residents and outsides. That's just my guess. I don't know for sure, but I know when they first started, they was walking people out every day, like 30. Now in my line, we do 40 people a day. Yeah. People quitting. I'm like, they couldn't find people to work. Yeah. They holding job fairs. I mean, like, come on.
It's like, to me, he don't look what all came and what did plague America.
Right, Mama Quill.
Not bringing in the drug epidemic. He forget that. It's like these people throw the drug epidemic out like it didn't do nothing when you saw that was whole generations that was lost. He don't see that. It's like sometimes when people be so smart, they be too smart for themselves when they be overthinking. He figuring because you sat down here, and I agree with you, Mark Hutchins, because you might have sat down here with some billionaires. Yeah, your mind, I got to sit at the table. But was the table for you?
No.
See, and that's what I like. That's what I think what our people do with, when they feel they can go to the table. Oh, you made it to the big house, because that's what I'm referring it to.
Right.
Oh, we made it to the big house. They think because they got to sit at the big house.
You sitting at the table, but you ain't making no decisions.
Right. Like you really changed the people's mind, and they plan was going regardless if they needed you or not.
Do you think my vote made a difference on Bishop Airport Board?
Mm-mm.
They was gonna do what they wanted to, whether I voted no, yes, or didn't show up.
Right.
That stuff don't impress me. Being on boards, having all these titles, I feel like that's just people that just want to be somebody. If it's not about the betterment of the residents of the city of Flint,
And
what
he
the
did-
fuck are we fighting
And he
for?
did make some sense with the Ashley Capital. How many people that's blacks that's gonna be hired for these jobs?
But what are we getting from Ashley Capital?
Yeah, and that's the thing. But
They got a tax break, right?
yeah, and that's why people look at certain things as what did you get? Like you had to even say you didn't get nothing.
Acre, my bad,
Just say
and a
you-
pavilion.
Just say you didn't get nothing, but people are gonna sit up and look at it like, listen, if you thought they gave Quincy and Liddell them something, they wouldn't do this for the next people. But they said, well, they went in the meeting. You know what I'm saying? That the brothers of whatever, sisters of Oak Park, they went and negotiated. We know if you go in there with people who got look, money talk, bullshit walks. That's been said. But it's like they want us to go on. They want us to say, okay, these ones, they did it right. But what about the other ones with the nonprofits? They didn't do it right?
Yeah, they did it right,
we-
but this
so we
one, the
just
friends, they
questioning-
went right.
We just questioning because, and this being honest, and this is what you see the city split at.
But how do you go from, you make it make sense by using an election vote from 1984 from the whole city into now jumping where you got 2 or 3 people that say they the friends of the park and they negotiating a deal.
Right.
How the hell do you let 3 people that don't hardly know? I bet you 10 people in the city don't know.
Bishop T. Priestley Flowers, good morning. And good
Negotiate on
morning,
the
Ted.
whole city behalf. It makes no sense, none.
That tell you right there. So basically, the only thing that really went for them is what they.
Oh, I look sleep.
What they say they had to. You know what I'm saying? The only way Ashley Capital was really finna do business with y'all for now because.
Why you got me so far up in the screen?
You'll be all right.
I ain't put my lashes on.
So the thing is, this the thing. Now Ashley Capital had to come deal with y'all now because it was a 4-4 when they didn't have to come talk to y'all. Like even with that, like who was that 9-0 helping? What they coming through? Like to me, it seemed like a lot of people want to be the gatekeeper. I ain't gonna say gatekeeper. They want to be the one. You got to come through them to do business.
Right.
And it's saying that's how it is. But it's no different than the ones they no different to me. To when the late councilman Quincy Murphy was saying you got to break bread with me. I'm a lobbyist because it seemed like these were all the other people want to be. But the same thing we ridiculed him for,
right?
And we ridiculed Adele them for. We don't post to ridicule all them other people who came down to city council with a nonprofit. We ridicule everybody. So we don't post to look at this one as far as Oak Park up under the microscope. We want us to look at
damn
everybody
it, now
else.
we can. Hey, just me and you. Shouts out to A10 News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world. We call him Spacely Sprockets around here. But today we're going to call him Monday Madness Mick.
And he talked about the pastors too. No, Juan like when he went at the pastors, he talked about them too. When you look at it, and then you do see how it is. I'm just saying, if we being honest, that's just my whole thing about it. If we being honest, if we had the right to go look at go grill Quincy, Liddell, Judy for allegedly for her kitchen, because that was being threw out there. If we grilled everybody else, we got to be able to grill on this one. This is no different.
That's not leave by Leon.
Yeah, Leon.
That's not leave by Leon.
Yeah, we gotta go grill everybody.
So then we got to go back to them other ones.
Yeah, you got to go back to everything. It ain't no we just sitting over here. That's why I do love, like, people might don't understand when I said last Monday I said we free. Because everything getting called into a question.
It sure is, and I don't know what led you to this. Wait a minute, I found my reading glasses. I'm about to do some reading today, y'all. Damn, where I put them? Oh, here they go.
Yeah, I see what we doing. Say the McFadden's are the only one interested in Oak Park,
and like he said, something is better than nothing. They were very pleased with what they got, but they not negotiators as a city. They don't even work for the city.
And it's just
so how you going in there sitting at I like make it make sense. I'm friends. I like Burston Park or I'm Dewey Park. They have a damn fit if I went and negotiated with somebody about something on Dewey Park. We like, who the fuck she?
It's just when you see the games, you gotta, you know what I'm saying. It's just believe me. Nah, you once you know you ain't got
But that's the
nobody.
thing. People ain't dumb.
Yeah,
People seeing the games.
yeah,
They may not say it all the time, but I know y'all see what's going on. Pay attention.
yeah.
We ain't gonna always call stuff out. It's gonna be laid right before you. It'll begin to make sense. And sometimes y'all think that people is hating and and they just want to start some mess. No, it's because they in it. Like Mickey said, we across the board. We always was across the board, but now we across the board. I'm gonna say this. I seen a post in Flint Politics Reboot. James wasn't wrong. I ain't gonna leave James out there to sink by himself.
Mhm.
He made a post and he said, and I don't know if this was the exact words, he was like, no, let's keep it a buck. It ain't so much about that safety of them scared of going. He said some of them council people scared to make a choice between AC Dumas and Beverly Biggs, and that's for real. So he ain't lying. I'm gonna sit here and say he ain't lying. I do 159% agree with him. I do believe some of them are scared to make the choice between AC and Miss Beverly Biggs because they don't want to piss off people with money. I told y'all to pay attention to who has political aspirations and who don't. They kind of like to stay in the middle a little bit.
Listen, why you think if James, man, this is why I don't agree now. I agree with the brother. And that's why I said it was never I was talking junk when I said it was James' fault. No, he just sparked the conversation.
Just like we here.
Detroit,
we
Deshaun
see it.
Fordham. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like when I seen it. Good morning, Kermit, and good morning, Detroit, Deshaun Fordham. That's what I
Oh,
was.
well, see, now they talking. Lewis Smith said not AC, but Carrie and Beverly. Nope, I'm gonna go back AC and Beverly because you got people that's friends with AC and some of AC's associates like the NAACP and the Gilchrist and the Weavers and all of them. They got them on that side. Then you got Miss Beverly on this side that's associated with money. The motherfucking Lento group. I don't care how you look at it. It's still people that y'all love dearly so much that's still going behind at night creeping. Hey, can we get a little dollar, a couple of dollars, Lento? Them same people then asked these people for money before. We know that. We hear, we see it. They tell you. But see, they want to paint such a bad picture on people because when they start to tell the truth, they want you to think in your mind, they lying. They lying. No, if I'm gonna put all this shit out here, so if they ever come out and say I did something, people gonna think they lying. People waking up now. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be AC as the selected council person. I don't think Anelia put up with AC. I really don't. I don't think he will. And James said he know. He saw this getting signatures. What in the world is happening? That's what we asked ourselves every day. And you wonder why. See, this is a conversation that needs to be had. You wonder why so much shit goes wrong. We can't get it together downtown. And me and Mickey had a conversation about this last night, and we noticed like we got some educated African Americans, Black folks, whatever you want to call them, on council. But when it comes to the majority, it's like no matter who's in office, they are ran by someone, just like the president of the United States. You really think one person running this whole fucking country? No, there's no way in the world that one person is making the decision for everything that moves in this country. It's impossible. So, and they go and they find people that really don't think when these politicians or these companies, they do their research before they reach out. Oh, ATN, they need this. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get them a little money, get them to talk, come on our side. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, so and so, whoever. And they put them on council, and they give them stuff. And guess what? You got to do what I tell you to do because you done took the bait. And not only in Flint, that happens everywhere. And don't think the white folks ain't taking the money, because they taking it too. But hell, they look like, to me, in Flint, they get millions of dollars. We get candy and lawnmowers and radio shows and shit that gets swept under the rug, and you just pop out with new shit all of a sudden. And I'm not talking about the other one. I'm talking about other people with new shit, okay? Not saying that if you're not working, you can't afford your shit, but we got people that ain't working that's popping up with shit. And we know somebody paying. And I ain't talking about our favorite suspect either.
That's why I said, Juantez, good morning, Rose, Morrow,
Hey, you gotta put up some of
and
these
Lorna.
comments. These people is typing for a reason this morning. Shouts out to Miss Rose Morrow, still a candidate for the first ward.
That's
Right
why.
in.
That's why I'm saying.
I ain't shifted from Miss Rose.
See, when I watch, because I'm telling you, I watched Juantez this morning. I was watching it while I was going through my routine this morning, and I was listening to it. Like I said, when you got to pick away, but it was just certain things. I was like, damn, but he didn't say about this. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is going back to the water, not fixed. That's why I say that Jordan Sheraton book. When you really,
These people is typing.
I
Damn
know,
it,
but we talk.
Ricky, you
You're
gotta.
all on YouTube, so everybody can see.
But people can't be. There's some. There may
Listen.
be one out there that just wants.
But I think James just.
I gotta read this damn.
What James do? James just bringing thoughts to it, and people like, if it ain't nothing, you don't.
Right, Bilal.
It don't post to bother you.
I gotta read this post because that's what I'm talking about. People.
Primo El Mundo, good morning.
And this is good, very good conversations in Reboot that they've been having the last couple of days. And I seen James post, and I'm like, and that's what he said. Let's keep it a buck. The reason why they will have no quorum again tomorrow is because certain council members do not want to have to make the hard choice between Dumas and Miss Bear for the 3rd Ward appointment publicly. Publicly, that's the key word right there.
But JWC was just in here said she's not scared.
Didn't we say last week that she was one of the most consistent ones on council? That's all I got to say about her.
But I think what it is now is the situation. Like, it should be non-negotiable anyway. The 3rd Ward should get to pick it. That's what I think would.
But they still got people out here trying to throw JWC under the bus.
Oh, that's because I think that's what Juantez out here for. I really truly believe when he's saying, when a person tell you they're not bought and paid for, that's when they bought and paid for. You ain't got to tell me you not bought and paid for. I'm watching how you coming out in certain things.
I don't have to tell you every day. I ain't never took no money.
You ain't got to say it. Then I'm watching how you changing your stance. When he was talking about, I didn't say I didn't bring Lear here. We got videos where you say you brought Lear here. Now you saying you bring back plants here. And I didn't like that when he was like, Flint, basically saying it was off the uneducated. And that's what I didn't like. I'm like, dude, are you really that serious? That's why I'm like, you got to watch what he's saying. Like, he trying to switch it around. Okay, you bringing up the Weaver administration. You want to bring up, you know what I'm saying, the unconcerned pastors. But, dude, it's showing up there. He want to say, what's her name that was on council when he was there in the 2nd Ward? Jackie Poplar. But Scott Kincaid. Man, they act like that council, that was one of the best councils. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And that's how.
No, by far, no. But listen, I gotta read this. I gotta read this. Now, I got a mess. I don't know if this is a fake page, if it's a real person, but he reached out and he said he tried to post his post. It's very, very well put together post. In another group. And not the echo chamber. He said, but he wasn't allowed. And you read it, you kind of understand why. And so this is from Mr. Don Vincent Stewart. And he said, the curious case of AK Cole.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
This might be an unpopular opinion, so he already knew he was going off the deep end. But has anyone else found his AK Cole to be an odd character? Something is definitely off about his mental state, and I would caution others getting too close to him. He reminds me a lot of Paul Herring, to be honest. Both are grifters who will fall into the laps of anyone who can help them in their time of need. He said he's known of AK Cole's channel since the summer of 2023, and he said that he can tell you that he was praising Liddell Lewis and casting a shadow on Eric Mays, and we know that. You can go and watch all of his videos from last year where he likes comments and pins comments of people saying that they were blaming Eric Mays. He also openly stated that Eric Mays was behind the dysfunction at City Council, not Liddell Lewis and not Sheldon Neely. Only after the passing of the late, great Eric Mays did his tune suddenly change. And that's when I realized what in that case this guy really was. Now he's all pro Eric Mays and claims Liddell Lewis is the real troublemaker. Most people either don't know or simply forgot, but AK Cole is certified clown. This what him saying. When I heard him say that, I just want the drama to end. On his weird podcast with Councilwoman Tanya Burns, ours just laughed. Really? That's why you're uploading drama from Dalton now? Because Eric Mays can't give you views anymore since he passed away? Never trusted that weirdo AK Cole from the day one. I would caution Councilwoman Tanya Burns from associating too close with this individual. There's plenty about him you're not aware of in his relationship with the Five Crooks. I'm also starting to think that Linda P. Pendleton account was being operated by AK Cole. Some of his grammar and spelling mistakes match almost identically to that of Linda Pendleton. Thoughts? That makes you think. Because I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, I know that he was just against Mays. But you've seen a lot of people do that. We love him after they're gone. Don't love me when I'm dead. If you didn't love me, if you didn't like me when I was here, what the hell on?
I keep saying that, but don't nobody want to see that.
No, Demetrius, people aren't choosing to be divisive. This is Flint. They don't call this little Chicago for nothing.
Yeah, and Otis, I'm not gonna say that. It's just you gotta have people who really want to.
See, now they talking. Him and Paul are good friends. See, it comes out. It just takes one person to stand up and do something that's right, and then people start talking.
But did nobody look at that though?
They looked, but don't nobody be. They don't like to jump out there. People don't like to be the first one to jump out there.
When you see how people be moving. Look at Woodrow Green. Woody said he ain't never heard of Flint. I heard.
Well, we was there with them Republicans that day when we was out there with what's the man that wanted to put up the $1 million for the golf courses that didn't get it? John Carpenter, all them Republicans. Yeah. We heard some shit that I don't recall.
Yeah, because I don't remember.
I don't remember some of them conversations.
Saying, though, but when you look at it, you just got to have people who really want to help the residents. And that's all it is.
I know that's right, Miss Gladys. If you didn't come see me when I was alive, don't stand over me and say how good I look. I know that's right. Miss Demetrius Clark, Kara McIntosh is. Yep, she is running for the first ward. Nothing against Miss Rosemary. We can't afford to split votes and keep that criminal in the first ward seat.
Christine Leach, good morning to you. No, but you gotta know.
But what, you know, I'm not gonna call him a criminal because we don't like the way he vote.
Yeah.
He served his time. We just don't like the way he vote. And that's another Flint, some Flint shit that I've been saying all the time. That video, I don't know the story behind that video, but it's old as hell. And let me tell y'all something. Leon know who's sending that video out. I told him at council before he got selected, I'm like, they keep sending this video to 810. We're not in the business just ruining your life because we don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's when he was kind of going to come on here and say something. He didn't say nothing. But it's like, we probably wouldn't even have to go through all of this if when it happened, something was done about it. But that's what they like to do here in Flint. Keep shit on you. Get shit on you. And then they use it against you.
And Montez did speak to a little of that.
He did?
How people, he did say that. He was like, how people... I believe we can get through it, but you got to go through it. You got to go, like I always believe it's going to get worse before it get better because you got to go through this. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like I said, he was speaking on some stuff, but he didn't speak on the part that he played. See, Montez wanted to act like, to me, if Eric Mays did a TikTok, he, you know, but he was being called out on that. Regardless what Eric Mays did, we can find faults in our own decisions when we done made things. It's just, to me, it's like the water not fixed, Montez. You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, you couldn't just do it by yourself.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of the people, we get a good morning, Sherry, Alan. I think we get caught up in a lot of
eyes and me's.
And be thinking if it was that easy, things would have been moving.
Right.
Things is still moving. That's what people. I just think I don't want what I'm thinking. To me, if it was me, if the council people was listening to anything I said, try to help the residents that are still here.
Right.
Just help them, because them gonna be the ones who gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The new residents is coming, but at least try to save the ones that are here that you can save.
That new tax base.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
New voters.
Keep.
They bringing in a whole new voting block.
They don't see it.
A whole new voting block. Oh, they said what did Miss Gladys say? She said somebody down in Texas said they seen her on ATN. I know that's right. We international, baby. Well, we are international though. We got Szechuan. Go back to the water. That it should always be about the water.
And that's what it should.
I think we get focused on the wrong things.
With so many robbers and thieves been coming in, and it's like, I get it with the council. It's gonna be a tough decision what you got to do, but it really should never been a tough decision. It should be non-negotiable.
Beverly Biggs,
non-negotiable. Let the third ward let the votes pick. But see, that's when people kind of nervous. Cause just be honest, just look at the people that's running. Just look at the people that's running. And it was, Kerry Nelson of all people.
I think Nelson. He keeps showing up, and we know that he's been selected twice. And I do believe that everything else is a distraction. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. We ain't even got to revisit that or call any names today. But I think it's a distraction over here to keep us looking over here, because we're not focusing on Kerry. We not forgot about Kerry. We know he know how to move money real well. And if you don't believe me, go Google Kerry Nelson and Antioch Baptist Church. Okay. I don't have to say no allegedly.
You know what, Mark Hutchinson, I'm gonna answer that question. Just a quick questions. Carol's doing the same. You know what, Mark?
Yes.
You ain't let me answer the motherfucker.
Oh, question. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you know what?
It take that long to answer. Yes or no?
You know what? A good question, Mark. What it was. You know what? Deep down, Mark, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want y'all to take. And I said I wasn't gonna.
Don't even speak.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put on there. Usually, I was waiting for a person to call because I still feel like she had a couple. We could.
People know when they got a show.
Yeah, and I think what it was from that would happen. You really seeing a divide, and that's all it really is. See, I don't want people. See, I didn't like.
But they fast to choose sides on our ass.
But see what it was, and I am gonna speak on this, and there's no disrespect to the councilwoman. But that what you spoke on us, you weren't being truthful. And I'm gonna just be 100. And this is what we run into these problems. That no, it wasn't. No, we didn't agree. That you decided to go on. Like, this is what I get frustrated with people with. My thing is, if you're not gonna tell the truth, don't speak on it.
Just don't say that.
You see that, because that right there, then you force my hand to me to have to come on here and tell the truth. No, when you did the AK Cole show and what you said. It was already, you already let me know you had decided. Maybe it was some truth what you said, that you was deciding to leave, but I didn't get the picture. I didn't get the memo or get the call that you was bouncing. And when you did it to AK Cole, you got rid of yourself. So I'm assuming Carol might have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they all friends. Let's just be honest. So she might have did the same thing, went that way, because I seen when she was on the post too.
That's what James is talking about. So who you associated with. Like he see the connections. He see this side, and says this city has been really divided since 2019.
Yeah, so you know how when people, but I respect people to stick with their crew. Like, that's who you rolling, and that's where when they be looking at it, and that's what I'm just saying. That part right there, don't you know what I'm saying? Don't down me, like trying to uplift you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't gonna speak on it today, but since we looking at really be going on, it be people be having their own ulterior motives. on what they be doing.
that.
Like, you know, to me, I thought it was foolish. You know, the only thing I was gonna tell her was, you know, don't come on and, you know, you do your show, don't diss. But when she didn't text me, but I already knew when I was, because like I said, I was looking at Tanya live. I was looking at all the people. To me, it was like everybody that hate 810. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what's 810? 810 hater reunion over there?
So it was like an 810. I just feel
Was
like,
it a bunch of them? Good.
Yeah.
That means we doing our job.
I just, but my Muslim brother, that's what it is. There's no accountability. Don't nobody want to be saying, okay, we sorry, we did this wrong. That's why you see statements was put out. Oh, like I was controlling the content. Oh, you sitting up under the sign. Because when she came on the conversation we have, and you know what I'm saying, to me, it was just like this. We could have, it was, like I said, man, stuff be handled so wrong. This why people be stumped down on our side where we be at. They don't know how to handle stuff like adults, but they always looking at, you know, look at us. Oh, you know, they put a statement out there. No, when you went on AK Cole, said what you said to me, you already had left. You know what I'm saying? So it might have been some truth, but we didn't agree. And then, you was moving on to, you know, your content. Because I put in the comment, it was on the post of James made.
What's she talking about?
With Tanya, I put a post up. I mean, she had commented. I said, did I say anything about you being up under the sign? She never commented back. See, that's when I be
You talking about her show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about the show. But it's like, I'm not mad. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it could have been handled better, but don't come out here and try to spin it. Like, that's what I don't like. Don't try to spin it and make it to the world, like, okay, to the city, like it was all this. No, it was no big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of stuff that wasn't truths in it that I didn't really appreciate it, but it's no disrespect. It's no disrespect. We moved on. It was a thing. We tried it. It didn't work out. That's all it is.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah,
We wish
but don't
you well.
spin it. You know what I'm saying? But I understood though that when she left, the other ones was gonna leave too. I wasn't dumb too.
We already knew that.
I wasn't dumb too.
Ain't nothing that we ain't talked about. Thanks,
yeah, like
good.
And I hope nothing but the best for her on her new journey. But don't try to don't belittle 810. You know what I'm saying? Just if you're gonna tell the truth. It's nothing wrong with putting the truth out there. And that's why people be having so leery. Because if you could spend something like that, what else would you spend? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on now, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just like, listen, we tried it, we moved on, let's keep it going. Who knows? We might have could have figured something out in 25. But when you putting out half truths, you know, to try to make, you know, you going. But that's why I put that post up. If you want me to be, if you looking for sympathy and I gotta be the villain of your story, I'm gonna be it. I would be the villain. She
wasn't here Friday.
Yeah, I would be it.
Then I'm gonna say yeah. She gone.
Yeah, I will go ahead. I will go ahead and I will be the villain. But I am gonna tell the truth now. Now, only thing with me, if you get out there and lie, I'm gonna, then you force me to tell the truth. But I'm gonna tell the truth. What ain't no lie, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not even gonna mess with it. But if you lying on me, I'm gonna get out here and tell the truth.
What could we have done differently? Moved over here by ourselves.
Basically, to be honest with you.
And not been affiliated with nobody.
To be honest, because I think that's what it really was, family. I'm gonna be honest with you. When we really left from over there, when we left it, that was a bad split. We never really all sat down. It was mudslinging from Jump Street. Mm-hmm. Everybody was in, and what we did, a lot of they people that's loyal to them was loyal to them, and that's what the conflict was really coming in. When you look at even Jan Marie, that was sad how that went off. That's why you don't really see me saying that. I hope nothing but respect for Carol. But I don't want it to play out like how the Jan Marie thing played out. Like, people don't understand. That was so much behind the scenes. To me, it was like people be getting in stuff they shouldn't be getting in. Then when things don't go that way, like I'm telling you, when she did the post, I watched the post. I watched certain people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watch so much stuff, and it just be like, but you know what, Mark, that's why I don't really want to say nothing, because I don't want it to be with us to say, oh, we cost it. That's why I'm being real careful on what I'm selecting, what I'm saying. But I watched a lot of stuff. I sit back and watch everything. It's just everything I don't speak on. But, you know, I knew I was going to have to address the Carol situation. She could have, like she always texts me Friday, send me the link. So, but I kind of figured when that went down like that, see, I'm not gonna do this fake what's the name. You know what I'm saying? Like we smiling. I know probably with me saying what I'm saying now, if we did show up to council, but it's no different. It was no different. I can tell you who was speaking to us when we left from the last situation. Really wasn't nobody speaking to us. You know what I'm saying? I remember going to council, people, it was like we was, you know, you can't be seen talking to them. People had to pick sides. Like this thing gets so crazy.
We got told, I got to hurry up and get to my seat so many times. It's like
I don't be tripping off that. Yeah, and you know what? I don't be tripping off of it. The ones who come, who don't. I don't be tripping. Cause believe me, I come out being fair off the dribble. That's why when it go left, y'all don't see me deal with them no more. Cause it be like, look, believe me, I be trying to go with everything to keep stuff down, to keep it rolling. But you know, as far as that, you know what I'm saying. But you're gonna pick sides. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna pick sides. Well,
they're gonna pick, you know, you're gonna pick sides once you don't go along with what they program. But with me coming out and saying this, I wouldn't have to speak on this if you just being honest on, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you.
Well, there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth.
But don't come out and you know, and don't come out with the truth. But don't come out with, you know what I'm saying? Because then I don't want to come on here and have to be explaining this out. But I'll tell you, if we ever could sit down, like if it was somebody who would sit down, it should have been, I believe if we were the last situation we was at, if it could have been a sit down mutual agreement, like my mother say, people always talking at each other, not to each other. It could have been, it was never, and this let me know like where's like really who's an adult in the situation.
Right, Keisha, you don't have to. You don't have to pick sides. People
but they do.
Want to. And right, Bilal, it's like people leave, you separate, you move, you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's done.
But don't go out there and try to spin it to where you look like, you know what I'm saying? Just tell the truth.
Like I said earlier, these people ain't crazy. They know what's going on. So I'm more excited about what's really gonna happen tomorrow. So it's no council meeting today.
It ain't?
No.
Are they canceled?
It's tomorrow. The special council meeting tomorrow in the county building.
Right.
So we're going over to the county building, and again, the first thing on the agenda is the interviews for the 3rd Ward council seat.
Yeah.
Nobody, in my opinion, is qualified for that seat. I'm gonna say it again, Miss Beverly Biggs Levy.
But that's what it's coming to see. But you got to look at the players and how everything is unfolded. You just got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? When you seeing it, you just got to look at it. My thing is just
they don't want to put her on there because she gonna help the people. Oh, man. Damn, I didn't think about that. And she might tell the truths on some of the others. But I can't see nobody else getting it. I really can't.
Yeah. And it do, but when it be hitting agendas, man, when it be so many little petty beefs be going on, this is why there's always, and I do agree with you.
Like high school.
The echo chamber, they do supposed to stand strong. But what it is, it be so many beefs on this side that if you don't roll, no, it ain't really beefs. If you don't roll with the program, your ass get ostracized on you know what I'm saying?
That's it. You just get blocked out.
Yeah, you get ostracized if you don't go along. Because sometimes telling the truth is hard. I'm telling you.
It is, but it's easy.
Yeah, to me it's easy, but to them, it's hard. To them, it's really hard because it's like the whole thing. You're supposed to be fighting for the people, man.
Right, and I heard Michigan had like record number turnouts yesterday for early voting this weekend as a whole. So I'm happy about that.
I hope it is too. I hope people voting the right way.
Keep going. I got so many calls from Trump's texts. I ain't give Trump and Harris my number. I mean, when one Trump texts me, then Harris texts me.
Hold up, Jacqueline.
What happened? What we talking about?
I get it, Jacqueline. Did she try to sit down with me? I like how everybody want to say that what Jacqueline saying and I said.
Oh, that's Jacqueline coming.
I mean, I'm saying, but you know what?
Come under your real name.
know what,
It
Jacqueline?
just-
And this for Christine, for everybody.
Did she,
support.
Jacqueline? You tell us, because it seems like you know quite
know what
a
I'm
bit
saying?
about this story. So
Yeah,
obviously
like,
your fake profile.
Yeah, you know so much about it. I'm gonna just say this: certain things wouldn't have been put out narratives from her if we was gonna have a sit down. She got my number, like she said in her whistle, and she texted me about coming down there to cover, but she texts you too about coming down there. But
The
I had
press
the
conference.
press conference. I had a prior engagement. That easily could have been settled, Jacqueline. My number ain't changed. Anybody who wanted to call, my number ain't changed. I'm so approachable. But what I'm not gonna do is just sit up here and just let you just paint a picture, and I know what's been going on.
But that's cool. Again,
Yeah,
these people
I'm done
see.
with
They
it.
have some. They see.
Yeah.
No, that ain't Jackie Poplar.
Yeah.
That ain't Jackie Poplar. So and heading off into the final stretch as we flip over to Harris and Trump. Trump did an interview yesterday, child. And I was trying to take a nap before we did poll talk. And my mama was watching it in there in the other room. And every time I would doze off, she would shit. She was like, he in here lying. I'm like, who is she talking to? And she was so mad. He didn't talk about the Hispanics. He didn't talk about the black folks. He didn't talk about everybody. He's sending everybody back. I'm like, where are we going? Where are we going? Like she said, Trump told so many lies in whatever rally he was doing yesterday. She just said she couldn't even watch it. She said she just couldn't even watch it. But then, you could say stuff about both sides. We really have to vote who we think that is best across the board for our personal beliefs, our own interests, who we believe in. All I can do is encourage you to exercise your right to vote because people did die for you to have the right to vote.
Yeah, I'm not gonna never tell nobody.
So that's what we're doing. Just vote. Just vote. We gonna talk about Trump. We're gonna talk about Harris. I got my feelings for both of them because I'm from Flint. I look through it with a different lens. Miss Harris, you have been there for 4 years and our water is still bad. So that's the only reason why I look at her. Do I want to go back? No, I don't want to go back, but I also don't want to be scared into voting for anything. You know what I'm saying? I will vote for Kamala Harris. I think. Yeah, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. Project 2025, we do know it's a real thing. It's nothing that they just came up with, though. In doing my research, thanks to my 810 affiliate in Texas, Jacob fella, and all the different YouTubes that he sent me. So this really Project 2025, like I said before, has been slowly coming into our communities and being played out. It started with the Reagan administration. And so it's not that they necessarily waiting for Trump. This is according to some of the people that's out here talking about it. They're waiting for the next Republican Party because those are the people that believe in most of what this Heritage Foundation and wrote up. And they're going to start implementing this stuff more, faster. But it's going to take more than just Trump. So that's why I say you got to vote local first. You got to make sure you pick them right congressmen and right senators.
Man, you do.
I mean, serious. Trump can't come into work and sit down and I'm sending everyone back to Africa. He can't do that.
Because a lot of people that's what I'm saying. Even with him, with Trump, even with them, don't get me wrong. And I say this all the time. When you letting people, I think Kamala made some wrong steps, and that's what people get mad at us about because we can't point out what she did wrong.
Hold on, Christine, we got peace, baby. It's all good here. We are peaceful. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no. See how you gonna try to intervene? I was saying it, but
I'm just saying. We peaceful. I mean, everybody, we peaceful.
No,
it is nothing wrong with us today.
No, it was never nothing wrong. Nothing. I think more people just see it and I get it.
Okay, go back to Trump. Go back to Trump.
But with Trump, because I speak on it at the end of the show. I think just with Trump, Like I get it, people, but man, when you hurting and you trying to get help from anywhere, that's how I look at it. Far as with the Palestinians, man, when you seeing what's going on in that country, man, when you seeing your your brethren, and you seeing a war, they got you seeing they got all the weapons, they doing this, and you know what I'm saying, and you looking at Kamala Harris not even saying nothing. I get it that Trump, Trump like anything because he want to get elected, so you would say anything, but people tend to listen. At least he's saying something. That's just like even with the races. Yeah, they running over there. It probably is some who running over there with Project 20. Oh, he gonna do this. He probably saying, yeah, we gonna do, because he want to get elected. That's what happened when a person to deal with anybody when they want to.
That's what a politician do. They cater to the room.
Facts.
I mean, Sheldon said that a long time ago. You go and you look at your room, you see who your audience is. You cater to your audience.
Yeah. And that's
Mama Quill, yes, Project 2025 is already playing out. It's just the next phase that's going into effect. Republicans, so Primo, you must have been watching that same thing yesterday. Mama was watching. Republicans declare war on any non-white person in America. Y'all better strap up and keep your head on a swivel. You sound like you. I would have swore that was you. Oh, Christine, it ain't no bad thing, girl.
But people keep forgetting what was but this
January 6th. Now, yeah, Teresa, you right now.
But see what LeVar Sharp since 1981, Project 2025.
See, put that up there. People think I don't be knowing what the hell I'm talking about.
Because people don't.
Jake, I be listening to your little podcast you be sending me and stuff.
But see, and this what people be forgetting. See, but that's what keeps they not gonna say this is happening up on the Democratic ran cities too, right? They're not gonna look at it like that.
I don't understand. You put that up. Like, I don't understand why the Democratic Party here in Genesee County is letting all these Republicans run as Democrats. The fuck? Like, if you was a registered Republican in the last election, you just woke up one morning and decided it was a presidential race, you wanted to be a Democrat? No.
Yeah, but see that. But what you see it on you see it on such a small scale that like you seeing how people get mad. Like this really this.
Thank you, Flint Caskets.
Can you see really what's going on when you really look at it and see what's going on? Like people want to act like Jordan Sheraton book wasn't real. That's just like people want to act like that Willie Lynch letter not real. When you seeing the effects of it, don't come telling me when we can go back, we can see the effects of it, but you'll have people that look like us. Oh, that ain't real. Nigga, is you paid attention to that fucking letter? Did you read it and see? Can you go back? We can point it out how that was did. That's just like when they talking about Project 2025. Walk out your fucking house for a minute and see what's going on. You got sundown towns right now. You look at your school system, look in your inner cities, look how bad the schools is here, and then go look on the outskirts with the schools.
And they say, Project 2025, he's going to do away with public education. Well, guess what? We don't have now one elementary school on the north side of Flint. And they fighting about, got some trees.
But my thing is this. What was the Democrats at?
A park.
Because Project 2025 they just ain't no shit. They just pulled out their ass yesterday.
That's what I said. It's just like did nobody just get up one night and start typing.
So they just figured it out this year.
They've been knew about this. Like I said, it's been
Trump was in there the first 4 years when he did
Reagan. Ronald Reagan. This has been rolling out since the Reagan administration. And that's right, Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney. That's why they're trying to take history out of the schools.
Yeah.
They don't even want you to talk about race relations in the schools from K through 12. They want to take all of that back when they roll out 2025. What is Bilal? Yes, AC Dumas loves that camp. We're gonna connect that dots for you, boo-boo.
See, but Damien, I'm with you on this. People ain't they don't want to admit this. See, we say
I think people need to understand the other role of the vice president. Her job is to uphold Biden's policies and agenda. She is basically just a lobbyist for his administration.
See, but when you say that right there,
I like the one up under it.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Project 2025 is planning mass deportation. They laughing, Karen. She was just a vice president, and she did what she could at the time by bringing the cancer study.
See, listen, saying nah, they been new, but to get more votes to bring it up now. See, that's what I'm saying. See, they be using, to me, the Democrats be using all type of tactics to get people to start voting for them.
Can we address the Democrats putting boys in dresses? Well, then I hear that everybody's saying now love is love. They ain't trying to lose no votes now. Love is love.
But that is crazy though. Even with that, like this whole thing is so backwards and it's so twisted, man. We so twisted. What seemed like it was evil is not evil no more.
I wanna put Primo's up because I don't know, and it may be some people in here that may be able to help me with that. Primo asked the question, said the Arab Americans holding back all the Arabs not voting. The new Project 2025 gonna get them deported. Are they still holding their vote back, or did they?
I think they
come to some type of agreement down there in Dearborn.
I think they voting for Trump, but that's why I'm telling
you. Really?
Hell yeah! When you see your family, as you listen to what I just said, when you looking at what's going on,
I knew
over
we was gonna get the argument.
I'm just saying, but when you see people being slaughtered,
yeah,
and you can't even get a no from Kamala Harris.
I think
can't even come out and say nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Condemn not, but listen.
But has Trump condemned the war? Nobody is really saying shit.
All he's saying, he could have stopped it.
What? J.D. Vance wrote the foreword for 2025. Wow.
Not turn up 22. I'm paying attention.
Well,
but who can make? Listen, y'all. I've been told y'all which way I've been voting.
Detroit, Deshaun Fordham. Now I agree with you with that one. Detroit. He said, "Now shit, Reagan the one that pushed drugs into these American cities to support the war."
The Contras. People forget that though.
Yep.
So you can go watch Snowfall. You can go look at the black community, and guess who paid for it? Who paid for that? Rock cocaine. When they was giving them brothers all that, man, they put this stuff. That's just like when you look on down there, every corner store in the ghetto, liquor stores.
But see, hear what you just said, and I think it was the Maxter, Angie Mack, another A10 podcaster, who she put up a post that said, if the black communities are so poor, why is everybody running here to open up their damn business? And it made me sit there and really think about that. We got a liquor store in every corner. We got dispensaries. They just pumping us with just drugs. This shit that can just mess with our mind. Drugs, liquor, all type of shit just coming in I'm not saying that the other communities don't have them, but it's an abundance. We got twice as much in our communities. We can't get a new school built. Well, we can, but none on the north side of Flint. But they can build a new liquor store or a gala. And the school that he got, Eagles Nest, if you look it up, failing. Maybe he should have concentrated and just stuck with preaching.
That's why I'm trying to tell you, when you look at it, like it's nothing because we don't own no fucking planes to bring no cocaine in. When you seen how they did the Bay Area, see, this just ain't started. No, we ain't found no Kennedy Center. My thing is, until it's really Flint gotta get, and I'm being honest with you, until Flint get They need a mayor, and I'm gonna be this that's not affiliated with neither side. Hear me what I'm saying.
I hear you.
That's not affiliated with neither side. Flint need council people that is not affiliated with neither. Really, they need council people who really gonna come help the city. And they need a mayor, they need a state rep who care. See, what's been going on, we've been getting more people about getting their money. That's why I'm so adamant about what's going on now. How could we judge all the other people who was getting their nonprofits, that was getting their money, but you don't want us to look at this new, like I said, that Oak Park, it just ain't something ain't right.
I want to do Oak Park. Somebody do Oak Park, got a LLC out there somewhere. Well, of course they do, because they called the Sisters, Friends, and Brothers of Oak Park. Or is that just a name they made up for some shirts? I don't know. I ain't look it up.
No, Mark Hutchins, you're right. Flint is not poor.
We're not
No, we're not poor. I just think
that's how they condition us to make us believe that we're poor. They leave us in certain situations where, like, you got a baby on the north side of Flint that gets up every morning and looks out his window at all of these abandoned houses.
Good morning, good brother
and
Rodney
you think,
Thomas.
like, you got to, hey, King Rodney, and you got to think, like, what is going through this baby's mind when he look at this environment that he's in? I'm poor.
No, Ebony, we've been saying the state rep. I don't know how many times you want me to say it.
What?
Even see Clark, she says you can't do this every morning, Mickey. Cynthia's about to coast to. You knew when Cynthia coasted to that election, I didn't understand why people in Clark. That's what I keep telling you. How do people keep voting for Cynthia Neely when I don't know how many times I done hollered her name out? What y'all want me to do?
But it goes back to the same fucking question I asked when Miss Biggs was out here every day. Husband getting bit by a dog, getting them recall elections signatures for Liddell. And I say the same thing about who was we talking about up here? Cynthia Neely. Yeah. Do they really want her out? Because you didn't see nobody from the past administration. You didn't see a lot of people out here from these different Black organizations. You didn't see a lot of pastors, churches, nobody out here stumping the ground for Michael Clack.
Yeah, how much push did Clack get?
Good question.
How much push did Clack get?
Let's ask Clack out there on the campaign trail.
And let's be honest, why Clack ain't really get the push?
Now, because he wasn't the chosen one.
We saw everybody else get a push. And we ain't gonna say if they was on A10, it was A10. I'm not using that because we had people that was on A10 that was still cool. But why Clack ain't get the push?
I don't know. Because they didn't really want Cynthia Neely out. Because it's no way in hell that you can tell, like, you want somebody gone, but you don't even say shit about the other person. You say nothing. You want her gone, say it so much, but I've never heard out your mouth, vote for Michael Clack.
I never heard. Did they even knock on their podcast? Did they even down the state rep? I'm just saying, because we ain't the only podcast. Let's say it. What was it? What is the podcast? We saw so many running over there to it.
I don't know the names of them. I don't watch anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was they saying any of that? But it's okay for us to be the attack dogs.
And I don't. Yeah, right. They that's what they wanted. Just to let it play out on A10. No, we got a lot of powerful people here that say they was behind Clack, but when he looked back behind him, wasn't nobody standing there but me and Mickey. And me and him was arguing all the damn time anyway, because I'm telling them, like, they not like us. They not for you. He seen it.
Yeah. Like, it shouldn't be us saying the four need to stick together. They know what they need to do more than us. Them four up there know the hell they took from the five. Mm-hmm. They know what they took over there. They know Tanya has been suspended. Going to court now for it. Jerry Winfrey Carter been censored. Dennis been censored. Jonathan, they coming for you. It don't take no rocket scientist what they gonna do, non-negotiable.
And you see that it was a post out, because I was like, when we was talking with Trevor, when we had our meeting, I'm like, don't say shit, Trevor, because Trevor always know this shit. I don't know if he just go to sleep reading. The governor can remove them. I'm like, don't say that shit, because we don't want to alert the ops. But there we see that it's already been put out there. That narrative's already been put out there from the deal and the other side. They don't show up. We're gonna put them off like Granholm. What is it? They can be. Somebody put a post about that in Reboot. The somebody commission can appoint somebody to that third
You
ward
know
seat,
what?
or the governor can remove the ones that don't show up, like Granholm did to Kwame.
Yeah, Jennifer, how she got up in the Detroit man, because you look, that let you know what's going on. This thing is bigger than Flint.
As Miss and it took little old Miss Gladys
Yeah.
to tell us we ain't fighting just you think we fighting Sheldon Neely downtown.
Fuck no.
Log off.
Yeah.
It's a well-oiled machine.
And that thing rolling.
It's bigger than us right here. It's way bigger than A10. It's way bigger than Flint. This shit goes up.
And that's what
way up.
But this how crazy that it is. If you took them videos to court and seeing how Liddell acted on the 14th compared to any other time, this thing was at the council. You got a warrant. She was putting people out. Kawanda standing up and down. You can see how she acted different from that. The videos is out there. How she acted on the 14th to any other day. When she liked the people, she don't put them out. You can see the favoritism, but don't nobody say nothing about that. Just like the young brother that was in the hall in the aisle when she told him, what she said, get the fuck out my way or something. Like, people don't understand. This is how Liddell talk. But you know what? I guess if the governor is looking, they'll look at them too. And that's what is so sad. I feel like the Channel 5, them or Mid-Michigan, whoever was there.
Useless.
Why didn't y'all call her out on her stuff? On the multiple lies that she said.
And they was all there and they seen it.
And that's what they never say, well, Liddell, on this day, you didn't do none of that. But on this day, you did do that. You know what I'm saying? They even did. How is y'all taking a vote count when you can't have an official meeting?
It wasn't even a real fucking meeting. You putting people out of a meeting that wasn't even a meeting. It makes no sense. Miss Gladys' shoulder all messed up.
Yeah.
They put Pop out. They put Kawana out. I mean, it was like throwing darts at folks. You're out. And she has fun doing it.
And then she get mad because when Tanya came up there to her press conference, you read the city, y'all, before the councilman, the late councilman passed away. He pushed in that ordinance, city ordinance, but didn't even hold up to it. But if it was our asses, it would have been held up too. And this ain't no knock. She seen what was going on. Don't nobody say nothing about Liddell gaslighting stuff. When you see to me, to be honest with you, it's only one person that should be running for the third ward, and that is Miss B. All them other people have questionable. We ain't gonna even talk about the idiot to go live all the time. We not even gonna get on. He's not even fit to run. But see, this is only in America that an unfit person can run for a council.
Distraction.
Yeah. Even for a mayor to even be sitting down, having sit down. Look, we got to be honest. Kerry Nelson, we already seen what a Kerry Nelson would be.
He's the pick.
Yeah, but if he is, and one of them fall on the other side, do break off and vote for that, then it's self-explanatory.
But I'm sitting there. I sit there because we there. And that's why we tell people to come to the meetings, because you can sit back and you see a lot of things that we can't give you the recap. I know it's a lot of people that don't watch the council meetings no more and wait for us. We hear y'all and we appreciate you. Keep watching us. But when you're there, you get a different perspective of things. It's like, okay, the first meeting, I seen Kerry Nelson there. Okay. But we still got this one over here, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, okay, they about to pick him. They putting that narrative out. He about to get picked. But then the second time they get ready for the interviews, I see Kerry Nelson still sitting there. I seen Elder Harris over there with him from the ENA board. I see, who else I see sitting by him? Montez was back there with him because him and Montez was on council at the same time too.
Unbelievable.
And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. This is a distraction. That's the pick over there. But they trying to keep y'all motherfuckers over here arguing.
Facts.
On some dumb shit. And that's the pick right there. Kerry Nelson is the pick for Sheldon Neely. He knows what to do. He's been selected twice. Elected once. Never again after that. Selected each time. That's his pick. That's who he want in the third ward. He understood the assignment and still does very well. So that's what we slowly learning, like, okay, these are motherfucking distractions over here. You got to pay attention to what's really going on. The ones that make the most noise is just make that's what they do. They make noise. You read it in the book, We the Poison. People don't. He said it. Activist. Activists. What start with what? ACT. They acting. They make the most noise. They get paid. Think about it. Go back and look. Y'all ain't dumb. Just think. Put on your critical thinking hats. I do love Quincy get left us with that. Put on your critical thinking hats. You'll realize you will slowly learn. Because it's a lot of shit around Flint that could be changed if people wanted it changed. You got to think like, but if they changed it, if everything was fixed, then it would be no money up for grab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If everybody could be sustained, then it would be no federal government money overflowing, right? See, them the little things you got to look at. I wouldn't laugh. I would be an asshole to sit here because my 83-year-old father has to carry cases of water in the house with his bad back and shoulders, 83 years old, and laugh because, oh, stuff ain't getting done around here. And the right people is not in place to get the stuff done. I couldn't sit here and laugh because oh Lento, they ain't win this case over here. Well, fuck it, get somebody that can help win the case if they not winning to your satisfaction. Because I thought the common denominator was the people and getting the water fixed. So it really don't matter who representing if we all got the same agenda, right? Right? But you got people that's quick to laugh at a situation because they're not in that situation. They can't control the narrative, control that situation. And that's what I have a problem with. Why laugh if it's gonna hurt? It's hurting the people. It's not funny. If they don't win, it's hurting the people. You ain't hurting Miss Biggs. You hurting the people. Miss Biggs gonna be okay. The people will suffer.
Yeah. And I agree with my Muslim brother when he said this. The same people who are saying everyone should support Kill should also be saying support Bev Biggs. Why the double standards?
And that's the questions that you need to start asking yourselves.
Yeah, but see, that's what when a person tell y'all start watching, when you start looking at what's going on, you can see the game.
Brother B says some are active and some are acting.
Right.
Chris Caleb, hey Chris, this is going on all over the United States.
Right. And that's what, and it's like, and you see what it is, man. What it is, you really seeing you really getting to see the house Negroes and the field Negroes. I've been saying this, it was a coon spirit over Flint. Because when you see it, it's like they be so geeked. I got to say, and that's what I took from watching. I got to get to the table. I was like, when I'm watching this video, like, so what did that do? You ain't stopped they playing. But I see what you did say. You did say, oh, I ain't bring Lear here, but I told them let's bring the plants back here. Dude, General Motors, you didn't cause General Motors to leave to go overseas. That was business.
He's delusional if he said that.
Man, it's like he don't. To me, it's like.
I don't know. Bilal, child, you gonna hurt yourself watching this.
Yeah, you will. But that just show you why you can't take certain people seriously when they be hollering all this. Everybody got an agenda, but what the agenda they ain't on for the people. Exactly. There ain't no way that debt medical relief can come up when we ain't talking about the $16 million for the homes. We ain't busting this up about the water no more. Or we not going behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't seeing that fight, no, we need to be down in Lansing. You also need to see that from the elected folks too. That's real change. See, when I look at certain things, like when I know you can pick my leader, I know he's not no leader for me. Because you know what I'm saying? When they picking up their leaders for you, when the government ain't mad, all you gotta do is look at why Mays was being so loved. Who was hating Mays? Who was Mays fighting against?
The well-oiled machine in Lansing.
Okay. Do you see any of these other ones fighting? What you gotta do is go look at the ones on council, and this how you can really see what's going on. Who fighting that well-oiled machine on council? That's all you gotta do is look at it.
All right.
See, now what we getting to, because it's a 4-4 split, it's like, okay, is this side saying, okay, now you got to do business with us? This why Ashley Capital sitting down talking to you? Were they talking to y'all before? Was y'all going to the table? Because they ain't had a fifth vote, so now Ashley got Capital got to come deal with y'all. What type of deal was gave? You know what I'm saying? Don't come tell me about two people who benefited or a nonprofit benefited from the Oak Park situation.
Who remembered that 1984 election? That's what I really want. And I know we'll never get a truthful answer. But who pulled that out the crack of their ass?
Yeah.
Like, who thought back that far? I know Tanya posted it, but I don't know if she was living in Flint during that time, because I know she had successful businesses in Chicago for years. So who pulled that out of the crack of their ass?
Man, listen, when they go pull shit out back from 1984, you know they wrote same
and
thing.
Certified in 2024.
And same thing they pulled out with for the unbuzzed woman. When they pulled out that little clause.
Oh yeah, we did. They had an ordinance back in the 50s. You know, probably wasn't that long ago, saying that you can't do this, this, and this. It's this bullshit. What does Oak Park look like now? Well, I thought it looked like damn Cedar Point when they was coming down there saying, "Don't tear up our park, don't tear up our park." Me
too. I thought it was Cedar Point.
Well, when we got, because hell, we couldn't find it. And when I interviewed Johnny McFadden down there, Mr. Johnny McFadden, really you couldn't really hear him because it was so loud. We didn't have our special boom mic. But he said, "Oh, the park hasn't been used in years." And I wanted to say, well, what the fuck was you coming down here making all that damn noise about this damn park, and ain't nobody used that park? Now, didn't they say, "Oh, we want our park, we play in our park, we have our families over there in that park," and then he gonna stand there and say the park ain't been used in years? It's like, well, whose lie is it anyway? Super producer, where's she at? Whose lie is it anyway?
It's like, and that's what I'm saying. They can go back get a Kerry Nelson to pull it out. Like Kerry getting selected. Ain't nobody in the third ward selecting Kerry. Not the residents.
They did that the one time and they never wanted him again.
And I'm gonna go back to this. Why everybody was study giving Inez Brown, and I'm gonna say it again respectfully. I'm not.
You don't say, Kermit. 1984 was under the Sharp administration. That's all the fuck we needed to know.
And let me go with, like I said, once you sit down and watch what's going on, you would be more. That's what I'm saying. You see the people is the way they maneuvering. But
go back and research and see who helped get Sharp elected here in the city of Flint. Do your research, bumpers. I'm gonna let y'all start looking for stuff.
You said, how can you see 810 Media like a turtle, soft on the inside, hard on the outside, and sticking out their neck? You get a platform, then you turn a blind eye. I call, hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, it makes you wonder what's going on. It just makes you wonder what's going on. That's why I'm like, when you seeing it, I know
Oak Park has no equipment, just an abandoned bathroom.
I know we rode Quincy and Liddell and Judy
with
allegedly for they what's the name. If you think we not gonna scrutinize everybody else, y'all crazy. I don't know who voted for Kerry in the past.
I don't know who on council has now voted for Kerry in the past. I don't know.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Shit, you know she gonna tell us in a minute.
Kerry, and I'm gonna be honest, Rich, Kerry, and AC Dumas, and AC, you all right with me? It's non-negotiable. If it's gonna be somebody who be appointed, it's gonna be Miss Big, or we going to the election.
I'm like, where he going?
Yeah, it's non-negotiable. Right. Y'all three can go home.
Yeah,
and that's how it would be. But see, I get it how the politics is being played out. You know what I'm saying? They figuring if we don't get him on the front door, we'll catch him at the back door. You better quit bullshitting and do what's right. And y'all gonna end this now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get
somebody on there, then y'all can get some damn good security.
Yeah. And then y'all can probably go help it. But I really think in order for that money to be reallocated to help the residents, and I truly believe, go back and help the residents. The ones that
Michael Behringer, please put that comment up. Please, God, Lord. Michael, yes. Michael Behringer, you know, Michael. They got people that do us. They always have people
turn
that
up 22. You know what? To be honest with you, man, I mean, ma'am or sir, I'm gonna be more careful now. But really, when you
they're gonna have an interview process, and we're gonna have an executive board decision.
It's gonna be a little different heading to 2025 because I'm being honest. Like, if I know I'm into it with your friends, you're not coming over here.
What I posted the other day. Sometimes God got to clear your pathway in order for you to take off, and I fully believe that.
I'm not doing it because that was my problem. I was still letting people who was cool, they were still cool, and that's really what y'all was seeing. Y'all didn't get to see
oil and water don't mix, baby.
Yeah, but what it was, y'all didn't get to see it. So I don't want people to think this was the first disagreement. It would have been disagreements going on. It was just me. Y'all caught it live. Y'all caught it live.
Now see, James. I don't know who you've been talking to, but James, we got to do some talking. He said, James said they just want the 6 votes to remove the mayor. They don't care about the people.
I do believe that.
I believe that too.
I believe that. I truly do believe, and don't get me wrong, and he do need to be removed.
Yes, he does.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
But don't nobody need to go back in there that's been there.
Yeah, no, I truly don't. Because you can see it now. You can see the messiness behind the scenes. You can see it just like how stuff playing out right now. Ain't been no reconciliation period of time or none of that. Let's be honest. And we ain't had none of that where nobody really just sat down like they said. And I get what you saying, Jacqueline. Oh, you the boss. I never looked at it like I was the boss of nobody here. I looked at it, we was all business partners. This is what we was doing. That's why like some of the stuff that I'm hearing and I be seeing, and I'm saying how people acting and what they doing. A lot of this is because we really was not cool with the past administration. Let's just be honest.
Well, then you talk about the people, but they say the right things. They say all the right things. We can't wait till the year is up so we can recall Neely. Is this the second year? This November? Yeah. November gonna be year number 2.
And how you doing, Lisa Echoes, aka Mama
Hey, Lisa. Echo. Oh, we didn't know you was sick. Praying for you, baby.
Yeah, I never see. That's what I be thinking with people. No, I was not. If you want to know, this was what I'm building is. I was trying to make it family. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to let family go. Sometimes
family
2 or 3
will fuck
leave.
You first.
Yeah,
because the ones closest to you always.
Family, don't you know? Family fight each other the hardest.
The closest to you be
the ones that fight you the hardest, but it's just and prayers to you, aka Mama Echoes. That she been her illness.
Yeah, we want you to get better. You better go get you some of that obsession from Zayna and put on you that got some good oils. I think
and I said this before. Maybe I didn't handle it right, but you know what I'm saying. I think sometimes when stuff was being put out there, when y'all didn't see the behind the scenes, and people was picking sides. Then, like I told you. I saw so much slander in certain groups, the Hood News Network. I saw the slander on me and you that was up there for like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be real. I watched the other podcasters when we was beefing with them. A lot of his stuff was being kept up in there. So it made me look at a lot of things.
It made me look at a lot of people different. People that's smiling in our face and here go a whole ass letter talking about me and you.
Yeah, and I looked at that was put up there. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it. I even looked at certain people were sharing it, and I wasn't mad at it because you got the right to do what you want to do. But I seen when I put that letter up, people wanted it down in my response to what was going on. I seen certain groups ain't wanted up in there, but I seen how it really was, and that let me know from doing that time. And that was really my mistake that I made. I let people who came over, who still came this way when I was disrespected by the other side. And I let that slide. And they should have never came from Jump Street because this is where we at, because they wanted to, if we said something about, you know, where we was past that. You can't do this, but it was all right for shit to be said about us behind the scenes.
Right.
So that's really what it was. Like what I know now, if I'm into it with the Winter's Beehive, when Winter's gone, her whole crew going with her. It's not like
I don't have no beehive. Quit saying that
God
shit. My people do attack though.
Yeah, when God threw Satan out, he took his 59,909 soldiers with him.
No,
I should have did that too.
No,
when I did the great split, I should have been.
No, hell no. This is the house that Winter's helped build. Fuck that. I ain't going nowhere. Mickey B that killed me. He ain't gonna let me go. He gonna kill my shit.
That's what I should have did. I should have threw some devils out. I should have been like when God didn't know you got to go. Like when we split, no, your followers going with you too. I fucked up.
Hey, well, some of them did.
You know how they said when they said what happened. You know that's going into my Muslim teachings about we kept some of the we didn't kick all the people out of Eden. We kept some of the devils in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I did. I kept some in there, but I finally, you know, they it's going, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it really was. And like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you know, when you still leave little factions or whatever, and I see what they do now. Like when Lions, when they come in, when they kill the Cubs, the last one, I understand it now. Because you can't leave, you can't have know what I'm saying? When you fall out over there, you gotta let that side go with them. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be true. So you know what I'm saying, and it ain't no disrespect. I still got nothing but you know I pray nothing for everybody to do their wishing. I don't be wishing no ill on nobody.
It's called the World Wide Web. www.
You can go ahead and do what you want to do, because you know what I'm saying. There's no knock, but don't think for so long I might let you play. Then eventually when I do get tired, I'm gonna call you out on your shit, and then then it's gonna be blew up like how it is, and then
send his ass home to the cold.
Yeah.
I know you deal with it.
No, Miss Eunice, I know. Believe me, I had a conversation with them when all that stuff was up there. Believe me, I had conversations, but it still was up there. So that really let me know how stuff go. And I know how I done fought for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at certain things, how things go down. Believe me. I look at a lot of things that be going down. Some things I let go, but I have to. That's why I always say, you know what I'm saying. That's like with my friends or family. They not gonna let you know what I'm saying. If you fall out with me, they probably looking at you. They're gonna be looking at them sideways. The same thing, and I looked at them was her friend. Them was her people. You know what I'm saying. So they should have looked at me. Been looking like, no, they gotta believe what they said is true. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at it, but I should have never brought them. And that's my only regret. That, you know what I'm saying? I should have let, gone on over there. You know what I'm saying? Because there was plenty of times when I heard people on their shows, but I never said that. I done my friends. But I remember, but you wanted us to attack people that was against you. But don't nobody, I wanted that the viewers understand that. It was people I was cool with that they didn't like. But y'all didn't see me make no fuss out of it and do none of that.
But see, like I said, I think, it's good that we're going through the season, going into the season of winter. And like I said, the pathway is getting clear. It's getting clear, and we're able to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Maybe next year or something. Believe me, I thought on the last spot, and believe me, it won't be. I had people who wanted us to have sit downs, but I said that not with this.
Right, I get it.
I'm talking about the past when they were like, y'all need to have. Which I think if we would have did it, we probably could have made things a little smoother. But with us not doing that, and everybody's stuck in their own side.
Shit, that wasn't gonna happen. We was about to go to war, but Hill Harper ass, and he didn't even fucking win. Lord Jesus, Hill Harper, you owe me a studio, and I want one in Hollywood. Well,
it's Jacqueline, it ain't no problem. I see what you said. You ain't did nothing wrong. I'm just saying in general, I don't want to put everything out there because there's more. I could take another 2 hours to really break so much stuff.
I gotta go to the bathroom. It's 11:01.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I could do, but I don't.
You ain't gonna do it today. I got a weak bladder. I'm drinking this water the whole show.
Go ahead with your weak bladder.
Okay, what's time to go?
Yeah, damn, because you came late. That's because you was late. I was here at 9.
You know what? You can keep talking if you want to. I gotta go to the bathroom.
The weak bladder girl gotta go and family.
Flip that right on around. You talking? I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'll see y'all tomorrow, family. Weak bladder.
Shut up. Have a good